Hello, hello, hello! It said like so gay. I love my phone like no, it's right here. Hi! Welcome to a stream I wanted to do the other night. But I got like busy working on some stuff. So I didn't end up doing it last time. I'm like, okay, I'll do it today. Then Sock said, hey, anyone want to do Mario Manhunt today? And I get the chance to do like those kind of collab stuff so little because of my work schedule. I kind of had to like be like, okay, yeah, I want to do that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do this idea I had like right now. Just right now. Whoever shows up, shows up. It'll just be for fun. So yeah, Mario Kart 9 was announced. I'm gonna call it 9 just for sake of ease. I know there's a huge debate if it's technically 10 or 9, and it probably won't even be called either of those, so it ultimately doesn't matter. I'm just calling it 9 for like simplicity's sake. So I'm just gonna kind of talk about two things. Talk about maybe some character roster predictions based on some just like observations I've made about the Super Mario brand. And then I'm going to talk about possible retro tracks. So at the time of this stream, if you're a VOD watcher, we don't actually even know if there's going to be retro tracks. There might not, because they might be shaking things up so much that retro tracks wouldn't even fit. And so who knows? They might not be. But I'm just doing it for fun. I'm doing like hypothetically. I honestly lean onto the side I don't think there actually will be. I think there's gonna be Rick's talking in this chat. I think Tour and the Booster Course Pass were kind of like a celebration of retro tracks before they like kind of fully went into something new. But who knows? I'm just doing it for fun though. Like hypothetically, if there were retro tracks, like these are the ones I would pick. This is what I'm doing, I guess. But I do kind of honestly on the side. I think it's gonna do exclusively new tracks. I think they'll be like, they've been working on this one for a while, so they probably have a stockpile, a lot of stuff they've been working on. I think. But let's get right into this. We're gonna do characters first. Let's get the common and relaxing Nintendo music streamer playlist open. Okay, let me get the tier list open. Okay, yeah, I found the tier list I want. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind. No, maybe at launch. Maybe at launch, I wouldn't even care if there was no retro tracks because we've had so much like about retro tracks lately about Mario Kart. If they want to take a break from those, like I'd honestly live. But you know, just for fun to talk. Okay, here is the roster maker. So I'm just gonna have one tier. It's gonna be confirmed. And just who I think is getting in. My W key is still broken. My W key's acting up. Babies! Actually, here's what I'll do. I want to do organization. I'll do 5 rows of 10 characters each. Just like kind of reveal my hand here. I think I'm gonna go with 50 characters at launch. 50 characters total. There might even be more, but I'm gonna be conservative about it. I'm gonna say 50 at launch. Sorry, you have to watch me like struggle to make my W and 2 key work. Like I ordered like lunch also as soon as I start this. I'll go other time. Lunch any other point there. Yummy. So at the time of the stream, we know 24 characters. We know 24. There's Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, Toad, Koopa, Donkey Kong, Wario, Daisy, Birdo, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Bowser Jr., Waluigi, Toadette, King Boo, Shy Guy, the other 2 babies, Rosalina, Lakitu, Baby Rosalina, and Pauline. Is this 24 or 16, 24? Yeah, this is it. Okay. It is really funny the babies are there already. So these are the 24 characters I know. We know. And there's a few logical guesses we can make about who is going to be on the roster. Now, these kind of background details. You're saying Peachhead. I haven't seen Peachhead, and I haven't seen anyone else post about Peachhead, but who knows? I haven't seen her at least. Here, let me pull up the Mario Wiki page. This is who they have. They have 24 characters, and these are the 24 characters they saw. I think that's everyone I have. I think that's everyone. So, like I said, the background like details on the maps don't usually confirm characters. That's not a guarantee, but I do feel like if you haven't seen, there is a I don't know if they've listed. There's like you could see Nabbit's symbol on the track, the Raytheon in the trailer, and while that doesn't like hard confirm Nabbit, I do think Nabbit is very likely anyway. He was just in Mario Wonder, so like general gamer audiences know him now. Like he kind of was struggling to be in like a game, I think a main game that like most people know, because New Super Mario Brothers was on Wii U. Nobody had a Wii U. Now that he's in Wonder, I think more people know who Nabbit is, like for sure. I just think he makes sense. We also saw a billboard for the Koopalings. Not the Koopalings, specifically Morton. And like, I think they're all back. I just think they're all gonna be back. That just makes sense to me, personally. I think if they're bringing all the babies back, at that point, I just think, like, all the Koopalings are back, too. I just think it's inevitable. In terms of returning characters we don't have any evidence for, I'd be shocked if Diddy Kong was removed again. I think Diddy Kong will probably be back. I think Kamek is also very likely to be back. Kamek just came off the Mario movie. He had a big role in that. Kamek's been like a pretty much like in every major Mario thing released in the past few years. He's kind of an important character for the series now. I have little reason to doubt they wouldn't put Kamek in, personally. I do wish we could live in a world where Morton came back and no one else. That'd be really funny if it was just Morton. In terms of other returning characters, I think PD is pretty damn likely. I'm thinking like 8 roster right now. I think Wiggler will probably be back too. I think most of the characters of 8 are going to be back, to be frank with you. I'm going to save Funky for later. He will be back, I think. Same with Dry Bones. Dry Bones is really popular with like more casual audiences. I think the only characters from 8 I don't see coming back are Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach, and they might be in the game. They honestly might be in the game, but I think they won't take up a roster slot. I do think Dry Bowser will be back, actually. I don't think any of the crossover characters are back. I think if they come back, they'll probably be saved for like DLC again. I think at launch, they're gonna wait on them. I could see Peachette also just being like designated to like a costume slot, potentially. I think I could see her coming back, but like slotted like that. And then same with like Paratroopa. If Paratroopa's coming back, I feel like you just make him share a slot with Koopa. They go the biker suit salts. I agree. Sorry, I was chewing. So there are characters from Tour also. We need to discuss. I think King Bob-omb will be in the game. King Bob-omb, I think, will be in for 2 reasons. One, and this is the Mario movie's gonna actually play a big part in some of these selections. He was in the Mario movie, and he got like a focus spot. I think that makes him a very notable character now. And he's also a character who's now been playable like multiple times in like the past few years. He's in Tour and he's in Golf. So he's clearly a character Nintendo has their eye on. I think Hammer Bro will be in this one. And my reason for that, and maybe this is silly to say, if you looked in the trailer, Sledge Bro was in the audience specifically, and not Hammer Bro. So I think Hammer Bro will be playable. That's my theory on that. Okay, we're on Dixie now. I want to talk about this. I think, in addition to Donkey and Diddy, we're also going to get Dixie, Funky, and Cranky. My reason for that is Donkey Kong as like a brand right now is something they're really pushing. There's the theme park. He's in the movies. I think there's probably a game coming. And Dixie and Funky make sense. They've both been in Mario Kart before, and Dixie's like pretty like popular. Cranky might be like the one like I can't believe that. But they've been pushing Cranky pretty hard. He's in the movie as like a main character. Like he's like a real notable role in the movie. And also at Universal Studios, he's pretty prominent. He's got like a whole animatronic, like a whole like beautifully like made animatronic that moves around. So I think the era of Cranky Kong has begun. And in terms of like other returning tour characters, I might put a pin in Monty and Charge and Chuck, depending on how much space we have left. But this is my hope. They put Poochie in Mario Kart Tour, and if they don't put this damn dog in the next Mario Kart where I can play as him, I think I would do something drastic. I feel like if they put Poochie in the phone one, and I can't play as him in the main one, I might do something. Like I might actually do something. They don't like me when they do that. So I'm putting Poochie here because he needs to be here. Now, in terms of like newcomers, where is he? This is my first big swing. I think Talking Flower is incredibly likely. And my reason for that is, we don't know sometimes, like, the success of, like, new characters added to the Mario universe, right? Like, when Odyssey came out, it was like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna add all the freaks from that game in the future games. They really didn't besides Pauline. But Talking Flower has gotten a ton of merchandise. Hold on. Talking Flower has a plush. They made a plush of him. Talking Flower has a figure. They made like a little statue you can order with the pre-orders for the game. There's a physical statue of it. And then also when they did the Choco Egg figures, they do Choco Egg blind bag figures. Talking Flower was one of them. And it also has the additional detail that every single Talking Flower says something different. Like, they all have different phrases they can say. So, like, it got extra attention in terms of this. I think Nintendo knows Talking Flower specifically is really popular. And I don't think it's, like, impossible for them to, like, be in a kart racing. That's my opinion. I think Talking Flower is incredibly likely, honestly. I'm gonna get my next one out of the way. Spike will be in the next game. If you don't think Spike is gonna be in the next one, you're lying to yourself. They fucking love Spike. They put Spike in everything. Someone at Nintendo is obsessed with this thing. He's in tennis, he's in Party, he's in fucking everything except Mario Kart somehow. So I think it's inevitable that Spike will be there. I think Spike will 100% be the next Mario Kart. Who else we got down? I think Ninja is pretty damn likely too. There's another enemy they're really into lately. Ninja was in Super Mario Party Jamboree pretty recently, but he also notably there's an entire level in Mario Wonder dedicated to Ninja, like a pretty memorable one too, like a memorable little set piece level where you dance with Ninja. And then Ninja also had an entire, I don't remember how people remember this. There is a whole Ninja mode in Mario Maker 2. Did any of you remember Ninja Speedrun? But you don't. But yes, there's an entire Ninja mode in Mario Maker. So clearly, there's a vested interest in Ninja, and I think he's pretty damn likely. I'm gonna take another big swing. I think the time has come for EGAD. I feel like EGAD has been in every single Mario Kart roster prediction for like the past 30 years. Right? I feel like every time it's like, all right, this is the one they're adding EGAD finally. And I feel like it's because he's like just the odd one out at this point. He's kind of on the cusp of like mainline, but not quite. But there's very clearly like an interest in him. Luigi's Mansion also has sold like incredibly. Luigi's Mansion 3 is like in the top 15 selling Switch games. So general audiences know who this freak is. And he was almost in DS. Somebody mentioned that in chat. He was at some point almost in a Mario Kart game. So there's clearly an interest in him. He was replaced by Dry Bones at the last second in DS or something. But there's clearly an interest in EGAD. So I think EGAD is very possible. And I'm hoping, because I think he's like one of the, like, because we can't really, I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna dip into WarioWare RPGs. I just don't think it's happening, unfortunately. So EGAD, I think, feels like the wackiest kind of pig we can go for, I think, in terms of like characters who haven't got in, who's like an enemy, right? Like an enemy species. But speaking of species, here's my next one. I think Penguin is really likely. This is another Mario movie moment. They very much highlighted the penguins in the Mario movie. I've seen some people put specifically the King Penguin on their rosters. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think the King Penguin specifically will be on the roster. But I do think a penguin will. I think like a Mario penguin. They love these little things. They're in a lot of games again recently. They're in the movie. I think Penguin is pretty damn likely. Alright, we got room for one more on here. Debating who it should be. There's still a few choices left. We can go for like one of the returning ones that we haven't put in yet. One of these three. We can go for another newcomer. I feel like I got like all the ones like I feel like this 5 right here, like these are the 5 newcomers. Yeah, right here, 6 I guess. These are the ones I'm most confident in. Can there be any penguin should be a Bumpity SMH? Hey, Bumpity fans. Bumpity fans, don't give up hope yet. Okay, hold on. No. I remember my last one. I know my last one. So, you might be looking at this roster. Ryan, it's pretty good, but there's only 2 Marios. They usually have at least 5 Marios or so. And I agree. I think Elephant Mario is going to be on the roster. I think Elephant Mario will be on the roster, and the ideal is you're going to have like alts like the other characters. That's my vibe. That's my vibe there. I think Elephant Mario with like the other Wonder characters as like alternate costumes for Elephant Mario. That's my prediction. It's law. And give me a second to organize this roster so it looks nice. My roster isn't organized nicely, I'll scream. Let's see, and then EGAD at the end there. It's like the spin-off row. I had to like organize them like on theme or I'll get like upset. Okay, this is the villains row, so all the bad guys will go right here. All the big bad guys. There we go. This is the Koopaling row. Oh wait. Oh, we can fit one more on each row right now. Your dad can go here. He's playable in Wonder, why not? Look, Talking Flower right here. My roster isn't organized perfectly, I'll get so mad. Bad guys like Baby Rosalina. She's evil. She's evil because she's taking up so many roster slots, dude! Let's be the Koopa row. Then I'll just fit everyone else down here. This is the etc. row. There we go. That's my roster layout. Wait, why is Baby Rosalina there? Hold on. I didn't notice she was still there. Wiggler. We'll go here. Why not? There we go. This is my bold prediction for Mario Kart 9's roster. At launch. Baby Rosalina is kind of like Sage from Sonic Lost World. That's great. Now, just for fun. What if we did... Lucy's on this roster. Here, we'll do DLC. I think when they do DLC, they'll be bringing all the crossover characters back. The alternates will just be slotted. I think this is when you bring them back. And then I also think I could see them adding Zelda in addition to Link. I think, and then the Pikmin guy. Nathaniel Bandy approved roster with no Meadow clones. I didn't put them on here, but I think they could get in. Like, I kind of just forgot to put them on there. But I think they're very likely. They could, if I had to add 2 more characters, it'd probably be them. I think they're pretty likely to be on the roster, if you want to be honest. But yeah, this is what I'm going with. Why not? Alright, let's talk some retro tracks. I'll do 5 cups of 4 tracks. Why not? Okay, so it'll be Cup 1. I'm not giving them names, I don't want to figure it out right now. I think they're pretty likely, but I think your proposal for the elephant characters is a pretty elegant solution. I think so too. But we'll see how they feel. Okay, so here's my rule for retro tracks. If they've come back, I'm not gonna be like, if they've come back at all, they're not allowed. Because I think at this point, we're kind of reaching, like, there's so little left that we have to, like, do a bunch of, like, shit tracks, honestly. Like, a bunch of, like, easy shit tracks. So my rule is if they come back more than twice, they're not allowed. If they brought back, like, in, like, I don't know. If they were in DS and Tour, and then not the Booster Course Pass, they're fine. But if they're, like, in, like, DS, Tour, and the Booster Course Pass, I think that's too much. I'm still gonna prioritize stuff that hasn't been brought back yet, though. I think the most obvious one to start with is Toad's Factory. I think was like the notable one, not from Wii, not in. You know, they showed some restraint. They added like 20 Wii tracks, but not Toad's Factory. I think Toad's Factory is pretty likely. As someone mentioned in chat, there is exactly 1 Mario Kart Tour track that wasn't brought to the Booster Course Pass. I think they'd probably give it a second chance here. There's gotta be 1 SNES track. Whether you like it or not, there has to be 1 SNES track. And I want to check something. Have they ever brought any of those Bowser's Castles back? I'm just realizing that now. I might go with one of those. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's Super Circuit. I forgot. I'm not gonna count Super Circuit. Bowser's Castle 3. Okay, so that thing's been covered. I'm trying to think like what theme they haven't really covered. Any of the Koopa Beach has been anything but Tour. I didn't mean to go up. Or Super Circuit. Koopa Beach has been brought back at least once. I think neither of the Vanilla Lakes have been brought back to anything but Tour. I want to say. And Super Circuit. Don't need more than Super Circuit. So I might go with one of the Vanilla Lakes. Okay, I think Vanilla Lake 2 is the one I'll bring back this time. This is the one I'm choosing to bring back. I think otherwise, like, I think we're good on SNES tracks, like, forever. Otherwise, so I think that needs to be, like, you know, I think it's very easy to, like, only pick, like, the super crazy tracks, but it is important to, like, have some, like, more basic tracks. I think in terms of, like, a pretty fun, memorable basic track they haven't really brought back yet. Let me double check, actually. Have they brought this one back? Okay, they have, but only once. What about, Luigi's Circuit from Double Dash is, like, one of the best, like, starting tracks. I think. I'm gonna put that in mind, but I'm gonna check a few of the other ones. I don't want to do Figure 8 Circuit. I'm, like, thinking about ones they've done. Boring-ass track. I'm not doing Figure 8 Circuit. There's Peach Circuit 2 as an option. I don't really want to do... I don't want to do Wii Luigi Circuit. I think I'm like downplaying Wii. We got so much in the Booster Course Pass. It doesn't need any special attention right now. Toad Circuit. Yeah, great. Yeah, I think I might do GameCube Luigi Circuit as, like, the basic track. I think. We should get, like, 2 tracks in this game. I agree. I think Wii got so much love in the Booster Course Pass, it doesn't need any more. I'm gonna do it right now. The other Wii track is gonna be Dry Dry Ruins. That's gonna be the other Wii track. It's, like, the only one they didn't bring back. Let's see. DS? We're not doing Waluigi Pinball for, like, the 4th time. Oh, the Airship Fortress. That's the other obvious one. That one was, like, one of the ones that got snubbed for the Booster Course Pass pretty hard. That's like the one everyone wanted. It didn't get in. So I think that one makes sense to, like, give it another chance. Organize is a bit better in a second also. Like, obviously, we're just kind of throwing them in right now. Luigi's Mansion also. Do we want to have another Luigi track, though? Maybe we do. Maybe we swap. Maybe I'll think of another basic. Maybe we'll do Peach Circuit as the basic track. Luigi's Mansion is a bit more of an exciting Luigi themed track. I think that works. We should probably talk about some of the ones from 8 real quick. I think in terms of 8, like, retro tracks, this is my theory. I'm doing what I like to call, like, credits theory. There's, like, 3 songs they play in the credits of Mario Kart 8. And it's Thwomp Ruins, Electrodome, and Mount Wario. those are the ones from 8 I'm predicting to come back. Because of the songs they play in the credits of the game. And these are good ones, too. So I think those are good choices. They're probably going to bring a few other... I'm not going to worry about the arcade. I don't think they're doing any of those. They're probably going to bring a few from Tour back. I'm trying to think which ones from Tour. I feel like there's got to be, like, one city track, right? Because, like, those were, like, the main gimmicks of that game. So, like, you got to, like, demonstrate that a bit. Hawk Tour. Ban that person for 37 minutes. I'm trying to think. Gotta be like a decent... I might do Sydney Sprint. I'm between, like... I think Ninja Hideaway might come back too. That's like a pretty memorable one. I can't believe you actually... timed that person out for 37 minutes. I didn't mean it. You could untime them out. And I'll put Sydney Sprint as, like, the city, I think. Okay, let's see. We have 3 from Tour, 3 from 8, so we don't really have to worry about those anymore. I think we're good on SNES. We probably have... We haven't done anything on 64 yet. We haven't done anything on 64 yet. Okay, so here's the thing. There's 2 Wario tracks. There's 3 Wario tracks, actually, to look at right now. Look at all the Wario tracks up here that haven't been brought back yet. This one's rough. Because 2 of these are really good. And one of them's also, and then one of them down here is the only N64 track that's never been brought back ever. I feel bad for Wario Stadium, but the problem is, it's a bit ass, right? Like, it kind of sucks. Yeah, sorry, I'd rather have a good one. I'm gonna store these here for now. And based on, like, what I add from, like, the other games they're in, I'll see which one I end up prioritizing a bit more. GameCube tracks. I want to say Mushroom City. I think Mushroom City's, like, been gone too long. 3DS track. Shy Guy Bazaar was actually almost almost in 8. It was DLC. There's evidence in the files to show Shy Guy Bazaar was almost in 8's like original DLC, like on the Wii U. I think this is a good one to bring back too. It's got a unique theme. I would love to see the Woohoo tracks back, but I don't think it's happening. If you want me to be honest, I don't know. I think these tracks happened because they had the model already. I think somebody would have to make a full, like, HD version of Woohoo Island for them to, like, bring it back to the reuse. Okay, I think I made a good choice. I think I'm gonna go with Shipyard because there's not a lot of other 3DS tracks I'm looking at, like, that haven't been brought back recently, or I think we absolutely need. And then for GameCube, I think the other one would be Dino Dino Jungle. I think that makes sense. Oh, I said at the top of the stream, I don't even think retro tracks will be back in the next game, to be honest with you. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm just doing this like a fun, like, hypothetical, like, if they are. Let's see, we have 2DS, 3.8, we have 2 Wii. We can do a few more Game Boy, I think. Game Boy Advance. There was one they added to... Is it, what do we have in Tour? I mean, Deluxe. It's Lakeside? They added, like, a volcano. One of these tracks. Yes, they added Lakeside Park and Tour. I think this one could come back. Oh, we gotta discuss this actually real quick. Which Rainbow Road are they gonna do? It's gonna be one of these two, probably. Here's the thing. Game Boy Advance's next line, but I think if you asked anyone, they would probably want GameCube, and I'd probably prioritize GameCube too. Yeah, I don't know. I just think GameCube's a bit more. It's got the song. It's just got the song. That's the main thing here. Let's see. I'm like thinking of like Bowser's Castle. We need like I think it'd be cool to have a Bowser's Castle retro. And they haven't done DS yet. Oh, and they haven't done Wii yet either. I do like Wii's Bowser's Castle a bit more. Is there anything else from like DS I would prefer that would? Nobody knows. Oh. You know, I'm gonna give it a DS just because we got so much love last time. I'm gonna give it a DS just on that basis alone. We got so much love in the Booster Course Pass. I think it'll live if it doesn't get another track here. Right. Definitely good on 2 and 8. We have how many from 7? We have 2 from 7. I think everything except SNES needs at least 2, is what I'm going with. I think SNES can live with just 1. We have 2 Game Boy. We have 2 Wii. We have 2 DS, 3 8. Okay, so I think we can kind of do anything except 8 are tour, which are more than represented. I'm trying to make sure I don't double up on themes either, because I almost considered Peach Beach, but we already have Peach Circuit. I think that's a good starter track for this one. Let's see. They can do Sunset Wild again. One more time! Oh, you know what they have never brought back? I think we have room for? Let me double check. Oh my god, we don't have a single N64 track on here. Yeah, here we go. DK's Jungle Parkway. That'll be the N64 track, because I don't really think anything else needs to be brought back, or has been brought back already. I think we're good. I think DK's Jungle Parkway could be the one N64 track. I think that makes sense. Right, in terms of order, Peach Circuit's obviously first. I think Swamp Ruins is a good closer to this first cup. Just looking at these real quick. I think I'll keep I think Prime Pilot's a good opener for this one. Mount Wario goes in the last one, I think, for sure. I think we kind of got... We had 2 Warios. You know, who cares? Wario had like 4 tracks up for consideration. Airship 4 just get the booster course pass. It did not. That was like the big stub of the pass. I'm gonna put Ninja Hideaway at the end of this one. I'm doing like the last ones. It's always good to end like on a kind of an exciting one. I think Airship Forge is a good closer for this. I'll put Luigi in this one, honestly. It's like not even, it's pretty simple track, all things considered. I'm gonna swap these. Okay. I think that's... Oh, hold on. Actually, I think Mushroom City's a good, like, second cup track. I want to have 2 parks in one. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's probably a decent order. Like, the easier track should go up front. I think I did. I'll put this one near the start. I think this is about right in terms of like difficulty. It's been a while since I played a few of these. That guy Bazaar's on the easier end. I'll probably move that one up a bit. I'm gonna swap these. I think Mount Wario makes a bit more sense as a closer, because it's a big, like, whole event. Then Ninja Hideaway could be like the welcome to the fucking last cup, bitch track. Alright, I think that's good. I think I've thought about this too hard. For my hypotheticals. Alright. Here's the roster we did. Take a good look at it. And then here's the hypothetical retro cups we did for fun. And I think that's it. I think that's all I really want to talk about. This is a short stream. I was like a spur of the moment, like, it'd be fun to do this kind of thing. I want to believe in Talking Flower so bad. You don't know how, but I believe in it. I believe in Talking Flower. The politically correct tier list. Is that what we're calling it? Before I go, though, I do have a few things to say about, like, emotes. We have this emote now, which is I Could Fly. And there is another emote coming that I submitted, it just hasn't been approved yet. It's Patrick going, "Empathy grows as we learn." So look forward to that when it gets added. And then both Mo tier lists, both Mo emotes, have been made into, like, follower emotes. I moved those to follower. So if you're just a follower now, you can use Mo. I feel like Mo isn't getting much use from subs, so I'm like, whatever. I'll give Mo to the people. People can have Mo. But yeah, I'll see you all in like 45 minutes, probably. for like Sox' stream. So see you then. Bye-bye.